Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to an extra special edition of Lysanya's Lounge here today. My name is Lysanya, not Lasagna, bringing you Sunday Community Skirmish number 176 here today. A big thanks to everybody tuning in on the live stream here on twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. Also, a big thanks to everybody tuning in on the replay, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Before we get started here today, first off, a happy birthday to Guns of Icarus, turning 5 years old today. We're actually waiting for the stream to go live on the Guns of Icarus channel. And give me just a moment on that, as we are taking care of that problem right now. But of course, for everybody tuning in, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge, especially if you're just tuning in on the Guns of Icarus channel right now. A big thanks to everybody tuning in on all the channels here today, whether you are watching on the Guns of Icarus channel, on my channel, twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy, or anywhere you're watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. And with me here today in the booth will be a former multi-time winner here at Sunday Community Skirmish. That will be Lord of Spades. And our referee here today, Huskar. How's it going for both of you?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
I'm doing really well.
Outstanding. Outstanding. And of course, like I said before, Huskar is taking care of the refereeing position here today. And he has begun our timer here. So, Huskar, Actually, not Huskar. Lore, since you are my co-caster here today, I'll have you take care of this. If you can inform our audience today, especially our newer audience today, what the rules of Sunday Community Skirmish are.
The rules?
Yes, just a basic rundown of the rules.
You
Put her on the spot, sorry. Put her on the spot.
So, Community Skirmish, not Community Skirmish, that's the wrong one. Fuck, SES?
SES, that works, uh-huh.
Competitive based thing where clans or groups can play against each other for 20 minutes. And if they do something, and if they win, they get a title.
Yes, so basically a quick rundown of it here, folks. It's a best of five, first to five kills wins basically, and it's a 20-minute timer, as Laura mentioned. So if we hit overtime, though, then we will have a potential for a 3-minute overtime if there's an active engagement, and we'll discuss that if we have an active overtime. And Huskar will actually take care of that if we hit overtime. He'll explain his call for overtime as well if we have to get to that. Let's see. Also, First Blood is the tiebreaker, so if there is a tie at the end of regulation and the potential overtime, then whoever scored First Blood will win the matchup. There's a 4-minute lobby timer, 3.5 minutes to get your ship loadout set up, a half a minute to get your strategy set up afterwards, and then you must ready up. That timer is currently in progress right now. Huskar is taking care of that. And we're in a best-of-5 format here today, so the first team to score 3 wins is going to win Sunday Community Skirmish here today. So our 2 teams participating here in this tournament will be Predator Island versus Drunk Driving Simulator. Predator Island, of course, a veteran of Sunday Community Skirmish. Of course, wait a minute. Isn't Drunk Driving Simulator supposed to be on blue? Huskar, what is going on here? Huskar?
That's actually things are going on.
Things are going on. Okay, are we switching them or are we going to have them stay there? It's fine if they stay there. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure they have the correct positions on here because the way I read it, we were supposed to have Predator Island on red. Am I incorrect or are you incorrect? Who's wrong? Who's right? Who's wrong? I don't know. Where are they supposed to be?
You're right. I'm wrong.
Okay.
I told them to change sides.
Okay, perfect. Okay, everything is fine. Everything is perfectly fine. Okay, there we go. Yeah, change sides. So, yeah. So, yes, Predator Island's supposed to be on red. Drunk Driving Simulator is supposed to be on blue. Now we're in the correct positions. There we go. So, yes. So, the Guns of Icarus channel is hosting us here today. For those of you watching on twitch.tv/gunsofIcarus, the main stream is on my channel, twitch.tv/thatlasagnaguy. After the stream here today, Liz will be taking over, and we will have a very special Dev Fireside chat for the community in which we celebrate our 5 years here at Guns of Icarus. I've been told that Howard is going to join us today as well. when we hit Dev Fireside Chat. So definitely looking forward to that. But we will take care of that later. First things first, we have we have restarted the timer. Perfect. Yes, we we have overtime on the lobby timer. So yes. Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, so loadouts are locked now, and we have 30 seconds for everybody to get their strategy set up. So we've got Double Pyramidion versus a Mobula and Judgment. And for those of you who are not aware, Judgment actually came into the PvP scene not too long ago. In fact, it was last week that we saw our very first Judgment in SCS, if memory serves me correct. And Lore, I believe you yourself have seen the Judgments in SCS. Tell me what your opinion of them are.
A front-facing galleon. That's it.
Front-facing galleon. There you go.
Yeah.
So of course,
Quite strong.
so of course, the Judgment, and I'm showing that on stream right now. You have the 2 forward-facing heavy guns and those 2 light guns as well. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. I was just showing that on stream.
Sure. That's fine.
Sorry about that. All right, here we go, folks. Our first matchup will be on Duel at Dawn, the smallest map in Guns of Icarus, 1,500 by 1,500 meters. That means there's not a lot of places to run and hide, but we will see what these teams do here as we get to the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the St. Glaswegian's Kiss, piloted by Mighty Keb. It is a reverse Metamidian Gap Mortar with side carronade and a flare. Ship number 2 is the Victor, piloted by Sunstrom. We have a Carrot, a Caro Art Pyramidion with side Banshee and a flare. Ship number 3 is the Expansion Jitsu, piloted by say that 5 times fast. The Expansion Jitsu, piloted by Baron Don Juan. It is a Mine Mobula, double Artemis and Banshee on the bottom. Artemis and a Gatling on the wings. And ship number 4, the Jib, piloted by Infinity Omelet, a double Hwacha Judgment with a Gatling, a Banshee on the bottom, and a flare on the back, as we already have a kill. Red with first blood. They pick up the Expansion Jitsu very quickly. My goodness, they are wasting no time at all as Red. And a flare going into the hall.
I don't even know what happened there. That was too swift for me.
It was a
Metamidian doing Metamidian things.
Yes, Metamidians. There's a reason why it's called the Metamidian, folks. The Metamidian, of course, is a very meta ship, probably the most meta out of all of the meta. It is a Gap Mortar Pyramidian, which is designed to strip quick and kill quick. When I say strip quick, I mean strip hulls. As the Jib has been hull broken, we'll look at them here through their own camera as the Expansion Jitsu has spawned in very aggressively here. I don't know if that's such a good call as the Judgment goes down. Expansion Jitsu is now in a 1v2. The snowball is in effect. The Victor ramming into the Expansion Jitsu right into the hull and the balloon. The carronade will pop their balloon, and Expansion Jitsu is no longer expanding. They are deflating right now. The Victor now looking for victory as St. Glaswegian Kiss moving in very aggressively as well. They're going to potentially... Oh, that could be... Oh, good bind right there by the Expansion Jitsu. That will slow the ram down. However, they are undeterred. They will go for the ram. St. Glaswegian Kiss moving in very aggressively. They should get it. They do get it. It is 3-0. And Jib has spawned in. The meat grind is official, folks. It is 1v2s for days. This is not good for Blue. This is not good for Blue at all. Victor now having their way with the Jib. Let's see where their guns are pointing. They're pointing towards St. Glaswegian Kiss. Oh, this is very bad for Blue. That meat grind is bad right now for Blue. Oh, this is very bad. If I'm Blue, I am not spawning that Mobula in whatsoever. I am just sitting back. There's a kill right there, 4-0. And Huskar mentioning in our chat here that this may actually be one of the fastest matches ever in Sunday Community Skirmish history to start off a Sunday Community Skirmish. What's our 17:30 left? We've only got 2:30 gone. This is actually lining up to be one of the fastest matches ever in comp play. I believe we would need a kill in the next minute and a quarter in order to have that happen. I believe the fastest match was around 4 minutes.
Well, I don't think it's going to happen because they're not spawning in.
Jib and Expansion Jitsu both spawning in. Yeah, it's 4-something. That's what I thought. I know that I've seen a 5-minute matchup because I've been on the wrong end of a 5-minute beatdown. I've been on the wrong end of a 5-minute beatdown, so I know how that goes in comp play. My very first SCS matchup at that. Was not pretty. Meanwhile, Victor moving in on the Expansion Jitsu, which is turned the wrong way. They are turned the wrong way here, folks. They are turned with their side to the Victor. Victor is just going to say, thank you very much for the free ram. They're going, oh my god, the double break already. Oh, they could go down. Oh my goodness, they are already down. What's your timer? Huskar, what's your timer?
It's at 3:30.
This is the fastest matchup in SCS history, folks. A
Oh.
3:30 timer. Holy cow! That just happened. That
think-
just happened.
I think Jib was going for a flank, but he got stuck. And like the red team knew that they were spawning there, they just rushed in and just didn't give a.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Duel at Dawn. Of course they know where they're gonna spawn.
Yeah, it's predictable. But yeah, where else do you have to spawn? Like, yeah, that's difficult.
Yeah, the snowballs are definitely real on this map at times. But that is match number 1 here, folks. We will be right back with match number 2. Actually, do we have match number 2 on that list of maps or no? Okay, so no. Okay, so we will be right back, folks, with more Sunday Community Skirmish action. Thank you so much for tuning in on all the different avenues here on Twitch. We'll be right back, folks. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We won't just be right back. Well, I'll let Laura and Huskar take care of the comms between matches. We can have them break down everything between the matches. So why don't we go ahead and do that? So then again, I don't think there's much to break down in that last matchup other than things happened, ships exploded. I mean,
They were getting wrecked. That's it.
they were getting wrecked. There is your insightful commentary by Lord of Spades. They got wrecked.
They got wrecked.
They got wrecked indeed. But definitely that meat grind did not help. They spawned in
No.
way too aggressively. They did not spawn together, and that put them in that 0-4 hole. And yeah, that happens, folks. That's why you got to have teamwork and communication, because without that communication, bad things happen. Really bad things happen, just like that. So now we are back here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 176, and we will actually load up the next lobby. We will again have Predator Island on red. Or are we switching them between matches, or are we going to have the winner on red? How are we handling that?
Loser on blue. I think. No, I don't
Loser
remember.
on, I believe it should be loser on blue and winner on red. If memory serves me correct, it should be winner on red, loser on blue. Let's double check that real quick.
It doesn't actually matter, in my opinion.
That fair. As long as they're on the same side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we will, of course, switch the sides, and we will have Drunk Driving Simulator on red. Is that correct? Huskar, we'll have... Okay, perfect, okay. We'll have Drunk Driving Simulator on red. We will have Predator Island on blue. There we go. So we are switching the sides here. Drunk Driving Simulator on red. We will have Predator Island on blue, and we're going to have Fight over Fernfeld as the timer has started. So, Lore, take me into the mind of Triple L if you get Fight over Fernfeld. Let's say you get this map on your map rotation. What's your thought process going into this map?
If I hear Fight over Fernfeld, it will be sniper matches, and Triple L always, and back me up on this, Huskar, always relies on what the other team are playing, right?
Yeah, we try to do
Yeah.
counter strats.
Yeah, so you're going
we-
counter snipe then. Counter snipe in
Yeah.
that case, yeah.
Mostly it's sniping. It barely happens. It rarely happens that there's a brawler ship in our team.
Well,
yeah.
when we used to fly with Wolf, we used to take Gat out a lot, and
Mhm.
sometimes Squid.
Yeah.
Also, there always is an obligatory Squid call by me, especially when there's a meta mob.
There you
Oh, I
go.
hate Squid.
Uh,
I hate
by
Squid
the
so
way,
much.
By the way, Gat Art is getting a lot more play in the past couple of weeks in pubs and in even higher level lobbies, and it's good to see people branching out from the standard meta Midian. Granted, it's still fairly meta. The Gatling is still
Yeah.
there, but it's nice to see people not just sticking with Gat Mortar or Gat Flak or whatnot. There's some thought process, especially with the Galleons and whatnot. A Gat Artemis Pyramidion is much better than going Gat Killgun and whatnot. So it's good to see people kind of branching out and trying different things, especially at the pub level, because of course that'll trickle up into higher level play as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Artemis is my favorite gun, so I wouldn't mind. I find I find Mortar very boring. Like metas, I don't like them much.
That's fair. That's
Uh,
fair.
yeah, it's
My
just
favorite
like
is still.
yeah, Husker.
Go ahead, Huskar.
Excuse me while I type things.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite is still me being on bottom deck on Metagal because you absolutely hate flak.
I hate I hate Flak. Yeah, I like the Hades and Artemis the most. So in Triple L, Husker is mostly main, and I am the gun engineer.
There you
And
go.
except for the Galleon, then I'm upstairs and maining
There you go.
because I hate Flak.
That's
Yeah,
okay. Everybody's good at different things. Like not everybody is good at a flat gun. Not everybody's good at a Hades. Not everybody's good at arcing weapons, and it's certainly understandable because those guns are very difficult to learn, especially when you're just starting out. The Hades and the lumberjack and things like that, and the flak,
indeed.
all arcing guns. So it takes some time to learn them. The good news
Yeah.
is that the lumberjack is not as difficult. If you want to start with an arcing gun, you're playing a gunner. Lumberjack and Light Flak are two good guns to kind of learn how guns arc in the game because the projectiles don't arc too much, especially with say Lesmok ammo. It really helps with that
Yeah.
learning curve. So definitely start with that when you're getting that learning curve. Start with Lesmok and then work your way towards some of the other ammos, especially like say Charge, which charged in and of itself is becoming a very useful ammo, replacing ammos like say Greased or whatnot as a secondary ammo on some of them. Because you still get, or even Lesmok in that case, because you get the extra projectile speed. It just really depends on the comp of your ship.
Nah. Well, like I would say that I'm really terrible with the Flak and the Lumber, but I'm really good with the Hades. Because Angie always forced me to do that. Oh, the thing is starting.
All right, and we're on Fight Over Fernfeld, match number 2 here today of this best of 5 series. Here we go with the ship callouts. Ship number 1 is the Jib, piloted by Infinity Omelet. They are going double Minotaur here instead of going double Watches. They've changed things up. They're going long range with that Mercury and light flat gun as well. On the back, they're sticking with that flare gun. Ship number 2 is the Necesito Más Cerveza, piloted by Baron Don Juan. I think he's asking for something. I'm not sure what it is. Hint, hint. It's a watch and fish with side Gatling and a carronade. Ship number 3 is the Greasy Dream, piloted by Mighty Keb. There's your obligatory squid call, by the way, Huskar. Gatling Banshee Squid.
I know,
It
I
is
noticed.
it is a kill squid with a carronade on the back. Ship number 4 is the Victor Mint Strom, piloted by Sunstrom. It is we have a Lumber Minnow Judgment. An interesting combination with a Mercury and a flak on the front and a flare on the back. So pretty similar judgments here. One of them going double minnow, the other one going minnow and flak. In fact, that is
Minnow.
yeah, they're minnow. Excuse me. It's double minnow versus. Wait, no. It's double minnow. I'm sorry. It is double minnow. My bad. Yeah, that is not a. No, it's lumber minnow. My bad. Lumber
Yeah,
minnow.
lumber,
There we
yeah.
go. Listen. I'll get it right at some point. Listen, it's been a long weekend, okay? It's been a long few days with all of our new players just trying to help them out and whatnot as we welcome all of our new players here to Guns of Icarus, especially here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 176. As Greasy Dream looking to be the distraction here, as Greasy Dream popping that Hydro like a boss right there, and Jib has lost their balloon to the lumber. They were a distraction for Victor, and Victor lumbering them down. That means Greasy Dream is looking for a potential 1v2 against the Goldfish. They might get it. That Goldfish is getting a little too aggressive right now.
Yeah.
They're going to get popped for their efforts. They need to be very careful. Yeah. Oh, they're already hull broken. The Jib is nowhere in position to assist. They've got double minnow. They do not have strong upward arcing guns. That means that... oh, there they go. Now they're starting to get those minnows out there. They're trying to disrupt the gun arcs of the Greasy Dream and push them back as well. So finally, Jib in position. They do get a hull break on the Greasy Dream, though, with those Minotaurs, which were reworked about a month or two ago. Those Minotaurs were reworked, and they are definitely seeing play in comp play as well. Jib double broken now That is not a good spot for Red to be, as they are both under 50%. Jib at 25, and their balloon just getting camped right now. Greasy Dream going for the Goldfish, rightfully so. The Jib is in full defensive mode right now. That Goldfish is easy prey. Both balloons popped on Red. Oh, this is a really bad spot for them to be. Uh-oh, there's going to be a butt ram by the Squid. Oh, there's the butt ram right there. They actually pick up the hull break with the butt ram, and there's the kill. 1-0 in favor of Blue. As a Mercury goes into the Greasy Dream. Now, that Mercury's going to have a hard time on the Jib. That Mercury, of course, does not have great gun arcs here. It is, in effect, truly a sniper rifle, which will break hulls. The problem, though, is it has very little turning radius, so you have to be very careful and line it up as a pilot more so than as a gunner.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the Greasy Dream saying, free kill on the Jib, 2-0. And we've got some chat going on in Twitch. People are saying, hey, I want to jump in here too. I want to join in. Well, hey, if you didn't join in this week, you can certainly join in next week, and we'll tell you all about how to sign up next week if you're interested in joining into Sunday Community Skirmish number 177. If you're interested in that, we'll take care of that here in just a few minutes. Actually, we'll do so after this match. We'll keep an eye on the map right here. As you can see, the map on stream right here, it is a map that is 3,000 by 3,000. Not a huge map, but definitely a large enough map to which you can make plays, make flanks, and a lot of other potential maneuvers, as Red has respawned. Red spawn, of course, north side of the map. Blue spawn is south side of the map. And, Husker, I believe what you're telling me here is this will not be the fastest matchup in SCS history.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, that was earlier. For those of you just tuning in, we had the fastest SCS matchup in the history of our competition, 176 tournaments, a 3.5-minute win to give Predator Island a 1-0 lead over Drunk Driving Simulator, as shots going out now from the Victor onto the Jib, as that cloud cover is very rude, very annoying. Let's look from the Greasy Dream's perspective as they move in on the Goldfish. Now the Banshees go out. They've got good positioning on the Goldfish. They do not have the front gun on them. Victor keeping them turned away. Greasy Dream staying very aggressive onto the Goldfish. Oh, there's the hull bump right there into the balloon of the Goldfish, keeping them turned. Those subtle plays right there, keeping that watch off of them. Greasy Dream again, trying to go around the side, staying away from that front gun. Greasy Dream completely outmaneuvering the beer ship. And oh, there's a bit of a tail whip by the Cerveza.
Ooh.
Bit of a tail whip. Oh yes, you're right. Victor is hull broken, but they get it back up.
Yeah, they get it back up, but it looked like they were going to die.
Yeah, it's a bit of a DPS race between the Judgments, and the Goldfish still in trouble though. They are finally hull broken. Here we go. There's a hull break right there on the Goldfish. We'll zoom in on them. We'll keep an eye on them, as looks like the Red Judgment also hull broken again. Victor almost hull broken as well. They are hull broken again as the Goldfish. That's about 3 or 4 hull breaks right now. Victor in trouble here. Victor in big trouble. We're gonna have to try to keep an eye on everything, but they are in that cloud cover, so it's difficult to watch everything. As the Goldfish hull broken again. Will they pick up the kill? No, not quite. They have to reload the Banshee, unfortunately. One more Banshee will take them out, so they got to get that hull strip. The Jib really needs to pick up this kill right now. They're on the clock, and I think they realize that they're on the clock right now as the Jib. They need to pick up that kill. That should be a hull strip any second on the Goldfish. There's the hull strip. Gat kill it is. 3-0 in favor of Blue. Meanwhile, we look at the Judgments. The Judgments is still in that 1v1. The Jib getting the better of it right now at close range. Jib trying to take its advantage right here. That double minnow gives them the extra ability to hull strip regardless of positioning. The one downside to that is they cannot pop balloons.
Greasy Dream bumped into the gun.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, Jib's got a little too far out. They see the Greasy Dream moving in. This could be really, really bad for the Jib. This could be really bad for the Jib as the Cerveza spawns back in. Jib is in big trouble. They're in a 1v2. That should be RIP Judgment, as the Victor is judging them unworthy of living. Greasy Dream says, I agree, the jury is in. Gatlings for days, Banshees for days, have a nice day. There's the kill right there. It is 4-0. The Judgment judges them unworthy of life.
Well, that was interesting.
I will say this though, you gotta give the Jib credit. They held on to that 1v1 quite well.
Yeah.
The problem though is that the Goldfish might have been a poor choice here against this team, especially with the Greasy Dream just running circles around the fish.
You know what counters squid? Poon.
Harpoon
Yeah,
actually
so
would.
true.
That is
That
actually
is
very
very
true,
true.
especially with the Harpoon rework. Harpoon's actually much more deadly than you think. Of course, you have to hit with the Harpoon. That's always the chore, but if you can hit with it, oh, it is a beautiful counter as the Greasy Dream moving very aggressively onto the Goldfish. They've got the side of the Goldfish here. They've got the side of the Goldfish. This is the perfect position for the Squid. And the Goldfish making the right call. They're saying, screw the Squid, we're going for the Victor. I like this call by Red. Especially with the Victor down to 10% perma. This is about the only call they've got right now. They cannot... They have to basically focus their fire. They cannot go 1v1.
Yeah.
Yeah, making this push for the Victor, and then potentially turning on the Greasy Dream. Does Jib keep going for the Greasy Dream, or are they going to... Are they going to turn for the Greasy Dream here, or are they going to stay on the Victor? Looks like they're going to stay on the Victor here. The Goldfish may be bottoming out here any second, but they are going to... Looks like they're going to stay on the Victor. Looks like they have zero interest in going after the Greasy Dream. They should have just pushed him back and turned for the Greasy Dream as they're hull broken, and they're almost parked. Their balloon is camped right now. Yeah, Jib's got to turn. I think Jib's got to turn, especially with the Greasy Dream right there. Jib's got to turn and shove him into the mountain. But they've decided, no, they're actually going to tank for their ally. They're going to tank the Lumbers. And Greasy Dream moving in very aggressively onto the Goldfish. This could be a curb stomp. Oh, it's going to be a curb stomp into the environment. Oh, but the flak's going in from the Victor. It looks like Blue has decided to take Red's aggression and turn it against them. As those are light flaks going in. That's a Lumber. Uh-oh, this is really bad for the Goldfish. That could be GG right here. That is indeed the match.
I'd say there's some poor communication between the red team.
Yeah, unfortunately so. Unfortunately so, as Predator Island with a 5-0 victory over Drunk Driving Simulator. That's going to put them up 2-0. Here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 176. One more win, and they will win our tournament here today. We will be right back with our next matchup here, as Predator Island will play for the win. However, before we get to the next matchup, let's get that next lobby up, of course, and let's also talk about what just happened in that last matchup. We'll start with you, Huskar. What happened in that last matchup?
Squid dances around Goldfish. Goldfish dies in the end, then Judgment gets 2v1. That's what happened.
Pretty much. So would you say, so let's talk about that Goldfish for a second. The Squid obviously dominating the Goldfish in that last matchup. What should have happened? Obviously the Judgment, the 1v1 with the Judgment, the Jib versus... the Jib was actually doing very well in their 1v1, so the Judgment seemed to have been a good call for Drunk Driving Simulator. What should they have paired with the Judgment in that case?
A Junker, in my opinion.
A Junker?
Put a Harpoon on the back of the Judgment.
A Harpoon, okay.
Put a Junker there.
Yeah, I want to see more harpoons in SES. People still underestimate the harpoon.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, there's several different ways you could go with that. I like the Junker call because Squids really can't flank a Junker. I mean, you can, but then you can take Tar and fix that problem real quick. But then again, you'd lose say. But then again, you really don't need a speed tool on a Junker, because at that point it's like, well, you're not really going to have much there. You're not going to escape anything. You're not going to chase anything. You could really go with, if you absolutely had to, maybe against that Squid, say Junker with Tar, Drogue Shoot, and Claw. I mean, it's an option.
Yeah. Harpoon.
I mean, the Harpoon is there. I mean, granted, the Harpoon is there. The idea is that you don't get flanked by the Squid.
Yeah.
That's the idea. You could go with that. You could definitely go with several options though. But yeah, harpoon. I'm interested to see. You know what? Now that we're kind of talking about it, I would kind of like to see a harpoon in SCS.
Yeah, same here.
I would love to see that. Let's see here. Okay, I believe our next lobby is up.
It is.
And oh god, we're returning to the scene of the crime. We are returning to the scene of the crime here. For those of you who are not aware, the scene of the crime, of course, is Clash at Blackcliff. No, Huskar, no. Huskar, no. Bad Huskar, put the coin away.
I don't have a coin.
Good.
I have a coin.
No. No.
I already have nuts because I'm rich.
Anyway, we are going to have Predator Island on red this time, correct? We're switching on sides again?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to have Predator Island on red, Drunk Driving Simulator on blue.
If they win this match, does it mean that SCS is over for today, or?
Correct. If Predator Island wins, it's over.
I hope they win. Not. I hope the blue team wins. So. That sounds so wrong.
Whoopsies. So a little bit of chat going on in regards to ships. GFJ member says, wait until Stormbreaker comes into the game. I'm just going to say, I tried out Stormbreaker in the dev app. I'm just going to say this. If you ever like the idea of guided missiles, take the idea of the Stormbreaker itself as the guided missile. Holy cow, that thing rams like a truck. Like, we were trying it out in dev app last week, and we were just sitting there and ramming each other with Stormbreakers against each other. I kid you not. It's on stream. We actually put it on stream. It's in the Guns of Icarus channel. Mm-hmm. I kid you not. We had Moonshine on. It was like what? No, I believe it was Moonshine on Carol Ram. It was either Carol on Carol or Moonshine on Carol. I had Kerosene, I think. Did I have Kerosene or Moonshine? I forget which. Anyway, we rammed into each other. He had full armor, I had full armor, we rammed into each other. I kid you not. It was a ram, rebound into him, just with very little Gatling going in. Kill, straight off. Just running right through him. I was like, that just happened. It was crazy. These things are like freaking guided missiles. It's amazing. It's a little broken, but holy cow.
Yeah, the acceleration is pretty fast, huh? The ship itself is not fast.
That's the understatement of the year right there. The acceleration is a little fast.
29 meters per second on wiki, and 29 point something meters per second squared.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
It's basically, if you want the ship to stop, you put it in neutral, ship stops. If you want to put it in reverse, ship hits full reverse in about, half a second.
Damn. Yeah. Stormbreaker is one of my favorite ships, though, before they implemented the big gun.
Yeah, the original one was really nice. I liked it. But the heavy gun, the reason they implemented it, of course, was because of, what was it because of? Oh, because the Arashi got their heavy gun. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is true, but honestly, they should have foreseen that before. But yeah. It's fine. It's okay.
Guagadu asking if we've had any more coin flips since SES 104. I don't think we have. I think if we have, it was I know the infamous SES 104, the grand finals matchup. But did we have a coin flip between then? I know it wasn't a grand finals matchup. If we did,
I don't know. I have never done a coin flip.
Yeah, I bet you haven't. All right, here we go.
There's always a first time.
Let's not. Let's not.
I strongly doubt it. Kev's bringing the Spire.
Kev is listen.
It's gonna single clip a ship.
Listen. It's Predator Island. There are no coin flips when it comes to Predator Island. Okay, it's go big or go home with them. As we are in Clash at Blackcliff, we return to the scene of the crime, as here we go to the ship callouts. Ship number 1, the Planetary Spring Roll, piloted by Sunstrom. Of course, we have a Meta Galleon rolling over here, a Hwacha Caro on the short side, a Lumber Flak Mark II on the long side, with a Hades and a Flare on the back. Ship number 2, it is the Sturdy Crackers, piloted by Mighty Keb. What do we have here? We have a Minnow Spire, with a Banshee, an Artemis, and a... what is that down there? Is another Banshee? That is another Banshee. Yes, it is. Ship number 3 is It Won't Blend, piloted by Baron Don Juan. That sounds like fighting words right there. It is a Hwacha Caro short side, Lumber Flak Mark II on the long side with a Hades and a Flare on the back. That is a Meta Galleon. Ship number 4, the Jib, making another appearance here, piloted by Infinity Omelet. A double Minnow Judgment. They've got a... looks like they're going long range again on this. A Merc and a Flak down low, with a Flare on the back. There are your ship callouts for this third matchup. And definitely it looks like Blue looking to play sniping on this third matchup. It is a must-win for Drunk Driving Simulator. If they do not win this matchup, then it is all over. They have to win. They have to win 3 straight matches. Planetary Spring Roll and Sturdy's Crackers. Sturdy's Crackers playing a little more mid-range with that Minnow and Banshee Carousel. And of course the Meta Galleon running long range. They can run mid. So it looks like we are in for a sniping matchup in this one. Balloon control will be vital. I would say both Galleons will control the flow of this matchup.
First, they have to find each other.
They do, and that's usually the issue when it comes to this map. However, I don't think we'll have a problem with that, as Blue has decided to huddle up in a corner here. Red is starting to close in. They are deciding we are not going to have that merry-go-round. As Blue is putting spots out here. They have spotted the Planetary Spring Roll. And unfortunate for them, if Blue had gotten aggressive, they could have caught him in a 1v2. But they are playing a little more passively, and Red, realizing this, maybe hints their own aggression. Shots going out.
They're pulling split strats.
Yes, they are. Listen, this is Predator Island. They don't need a squid to go split push.
I mean, Laura and I have PTSD from Black Cliff.
I mean, come on. Let's be honest here. Mighty Keb is involved. Of course they're split pushing.
Yeah.
This is going to happen regardless of what he brings.
I think they're going for Sturdy's Crackers now, because they're both moving.
That's a sensible call. And
Yeah.
they'll get cover. If they move behind the mountain, they'll have cover from the Galleon.
Exactly, and
and
that's exactly what Jib is doing here. Jib is moving behind the mountain, and they will have cover. They've got a hull break on Sturdy's Crackers, but those flaks are missing. They do get one into the perma hull, but that's it, unfortunately. Just one. Those flaks are a little high. As Sturdy's Crackers bottoming out, looks like they're looking for a little bit of partial cover here as they are moving down. Planetary Spring Roll a bit out of position. So it looks like they'll get Sturdy's Crackers in a 1v2. No, they're going to rise up. They're staying out of those Merc arcs. Well, they're staying out of those Merc arcs right now. They have to, and it looks like they have stalled the Jib long enough to get the Planetary Spring Roll into position. Holy cow, look at those balloon jukes right there. Look at those balloon jukes. I'm going to take a look at the Sturdy's Crackers real quick. Let's take a look at those pilot tools. No, they only have Hydro. They do not have Shoot Vent. So it looks like Sturdy's...
the balloon.
Yeah, that balloon.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it is down. Oh, no, the Jibs is down, excuse me. The Jibs is down, Planetary Spring Roll popping them. Sturdy's Crackers might be trying to edge out their balloon right now, as the It Won't Blend saying, thank you very much. Now I won't have to worry about the blend. I'm not going up against the lumber from the Meta Galleon. I am dealing with the Minotaur from the Sturdy's Crackers, but perhaps they shouldn't count their blessings too soon, as they are getting pushed around, and the Jib needs to find some cover as they are down to 50% perma. The It Won't Blend also in trouble as the Sturdy's Crackers has refound their positioning here. They are going to try to pop the It Won't Blend. Banshee Carousels going into the It Won't Blend. Jib getting bottomed out. That will put the It Won't Blend into a 1v2 situation. The Jib will be completely bottomed out. Planetary Spring Roll probably going to bottom out. The Jib may actually go for the kill here. They are double broken. That flak not going out, but doesn't matter as the Hades will finish it off. 1-0 in favor of Red, as we now have 4 kills for Predator Island to win SCS number 176. They need 4 kills, and the It Won't Blend now in a 1v2, burning that moonshine. Hades going into the hull and the balloon. Oh, there's a flak into the It Won't Blend. Oh, flak's landing, and there's the kill. Sturdy's Crackers officially gets the kill. However, definitely most of that damage was done by Planetary Spring Roll. So far, Planetary Spring Roll controlling the flow of this matchup. It is as it is 2-0 in favor of Predator Island, which is now 3 kills away from winning Sunday Community Skirmish number 176. Yes, Guagadu. Yes, it is the scene of the crime. Yes, it is. As Blue has not respawned just yet, we are waiting for their spawn. We will wait. As Sturdy's Crackers is moving away right now, we will kind of follow Sturdy's Crackers for right now. Planetary Spring Roll sitting back. Oh, they're going to spawn on the back of the Planetary Spring Roll. They're going to spawn on the back of the Planetary Spring Roll. Oh, this could be bad for Red. This could be very bad for Red. Blue with a fortunate spawn right here. Sturdy's Crackers realizing what just happened. Looks like Planetary Spring Roll has issued up the warning to Sturdy's Crackers. Sturdy's Crackers now making a beeline for Blue. They're going to have a difficult time getting into range here. However, Planetary Spring Roll already has a balloon pop onto the jib.
They have somewhat an awkward cover.
Yeah, but Planetary Spring Roll is already balloon pop there. Armor is in a bit of danger right now. Jib might be moving in on the Sturdy's Crackers. It looks like maybe they're going to try to bottom out the Planetary Spring Roll and maybe make a rush for the Sturdy's Crackers. That seems to be what the play is unfolding to. However, Planetary Spring Roll says, I see this play coming, I'm going for the jib. They're going around cover. It looks like Sturdy's Crackers got hull broken. Yes, they did. Planetary Spring Roll moving around. Looks like they're looking for cover and to assist the jib. That's going to put the It Won't Blend out of position. Jib really needs to back up right now. They need to back up. Otherwise, they're going to be in a 2v1. It Won't Blend won't be able to help them. They really need to back up. They need to find cover, or otherwise they're going to be in big trouble.
They both should have gone for Planetary Spring Roll, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, that indecision by the jib is going to be costly. As a 15 stack into the balloon, the jib is flared. Oh, but they get the flare extinguished very quickly.
By extinguisher.
Yes, exactly. No, the only wrong way to play a flare is to forget to chem spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the worst way. That is the most effective use of flare. As there's a hull break right now on the Planetary Spring Roll, jib picking up with that minnow play. Will they get flax in? Yes, they're starting to get flax into the Planetary Spring Roll. They'll get half a clip in there. Looks like 4 shots entered.
Most effective play of flare is into an unkempt heavy gun.
Oh god, yes.
Yes.
Oh god, yes. But I'm talking about in terms of like unkempt anything, really. Unkempt anything, as the It Won't Blend is hull broken once again.
Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, they're almost down. They're almost down. They are in big trouble, though. One more minute. We'll hull break them. The Banshee should be in play. There it is. 3-0 in favor of Red. Jib realizing this. No, they have not realized this. They're staying on the Planetary Spring Roll. That's because they have a hull break on them. And they're going to get aggressive here. I think this is about the only move they can make. Get aggressive on somebody. Hope you can strip a little more purple hull. Planetary Spring Roll, probably the right call. All in on the Planetary Spring Roll is the only thing they can do here. If they can get a trade, that's probably their best bet in this situation. Planetary Spring Roll almost hull broken again. It Won't Blend spawning advantageously. This may be good for Blue. This may be good for Blue. Granted, they'll take a few shots from the Sturdy's Crackers, will the It Won't Blend, but this is about the best play they can make right here. They might have something. Hwacha going out very aggressively onto the Planetary Spring Roll. It will miss. Planetary Spring Roll now eating the rest of the Hwacha. Not an effective Hwacha. Too much of it missing and going into the balloon. Shots going out onto the It Won't Blend. Uh-oh. Those could be flax landing. That looks like Hades definitely landing. Looks like only one flak landed into the It Won't Blend. Planetary Spring Roll bottoming out here. Jib trying to shove them away. Now they have successfully removed the Planetary Spring Roll from the engagement as their back is turned to them. The It Won't Blend in big trouble, though. They're down 4 guns and an engine. Their armor is in big trouble right here. Hwacha, a good Hwacha going into the jib. The It Won't Blend in big trouble right here. Let's watch the It Won't Blend as the Banshee's going out. Looks like they're tanking it. On the It Won't Blend. Will they stay alive, though? No, they will not. It is 4-0. Predator Island 1 kill away from winning Sunday Community Skirmish number 176. The jib trying to stay alive. Flare into the balloon. 20 stacks into the balloon. 20 stacks in the balloon. A double flare in there, and they're not extinguishing it. It will go down. That balloon will go down from the flares. Double break onto the jib. Sturdy's Crackers moving in. Flak landing true onto the Judgment, and the double flak will end it as Predator Island wins Sunday Community Skirmish number 176 by a score of 5-0 over Drunk Driving Simulator. They will win 3 matches to 0 here today.
Whoa. That's yeah.
That was a very quick and efficient three-match win for Predator Island here at Sunday Community Skirmish number 176. So wow, that was quick, tidy, and effective. Any closing thoughts before we end this portion of the live stream here today? Before we close out Sunday Community Skirmish number 176.
Aggressive ships be aggressive. Defensive ships don't be defensive enough.
Yep.
There you go.
Well, the
keep
blue
going.
team was also being aggressive in the first match. Duel at dawn, and then they swiftly died. So.
No, yeah. Listen. Predator Island is one of the most aggressive teams in Sunday Community Skirmish. Probably, I would dare say that no team is more aggressive than they are. They pretty much dominate when it comes to aggressive tactics. So if you get aggressive with them, they know how to work with that because they pretty much are the ones that I wouldn't say they wrote the book on it, but they are definitely the ones that play it to the most. Shall we say to its most potential?
Yeah.
I guess that's the way to put it. All right, so that's going to do it here, at least for Sunday Community Skirmish. We are going to, of course, continue with our coverage here at our birthday celebration. Coming up here at the top of the hour, we will continue with more celebration as we will have an extra special Dev Fireside Chat. We're going to take care of that here at the top of the hour, and Liz will be the one hosting that live stream. I will be there. Howard, I believe, will be there. We might have some other special faces up there. We will have to find out. You will find out at the top of the hour. Of course, thank you so much for tuning into Lysanya's Lounge here this fine afternoon for Sunday Community Skirmish number 176. For Lord of Spades, for Huskar, my name is Lysanya, not Lysanya, signing out for the afternoon. Good day, everybody. See you in about 10 minutes for the Dev Fireside Chat, the 5th birthday special Dev Fireside Chat. Good day, everybody. See you in 10 minutes.